Welcome to the Valley of the Frogs. Frogs are hard-working, gentle creatures. But frogs don't like anyone who doesn't look like them. Even to fellow reptiles, frogs can be very menacing. Frogs get together and gang up on other reptiles, forcing them out of frogland. But this reptile was angry. The frogs had ripped off her tail. She slithered back to frogland and eavesdropped on the mean little frog. She learned that they were having a meeting to discuss a new leader who would sit on top of the volcano. The frog on top of the volcano was a liberal. He was red, and he didn't like anyone that wasn't red. In fact, he wanted to get rid of all the other frogs that weren't red. So he wouldn't be very appreciative of a purple lizard. Although the other frogs looked up to him, a lot of them didn't like his comments and wondered how they could get him off of the volcano. Some of the purple frogs did not like where this leader was going. So they decided they better get him down before he started to take drastic measures and harm everyone in Frogland. But the volcano was far too steep for the purple frogs, and they felt the other frogs were upset by what they saw. The red frogs didn't particularly like what their supposed leader was doing. People started to walk around and talk. The lizard, she was still listening to what was going on. She knew the leader wasn't very popular, and she had an idea of a way she could get him off the volcano and maybe become a hero to all the frogs and be allowed to stay in the Valley of the Frogs. Maybe it could even be called the Reptile Land. Our lizard was pretty smart. She started to head home. She went directly to her cupboard and got some vinegar and some baking soda. During the night, the lizard mixed together a potion to try to dislodge the liberal from the top of the volcano. The purple lizard slithered up the side with a potion in her hand as the red liberal at the top of the volcano slept. The purple lizard knew she could just push him off the top, but that wasn't the point, and that wasn't part of the plan. She wanted to blow him off the top. So she dropped the potion into the top of the volcano, and this is what happened. The next morning, the other frogs went back to their usual places on this sunny morning. When they got there, the other frog on top was just waking up and had no idea that the purple lizard had been there. The red frog began his usual speech that the other frogs, except for the red ones, weren't that interested in hearing. Then in the middle of his sentence, the red frog said, "Does anybody feel that rumbling?" The other frogs were covered in molten lava. The purple lizard was out of harm's way. She was very pleased. I taught that red frog. Never fool, never underestimate a reptilian woman, especially a purple one. I don't know, hon.